the days slip by while adrift in a tide. We can keep the windows open. You were patient, love. You were opened up. You could hold every
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage. That blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream, and love, true love, will follow you forever. So treasure your love. A wise man once said, "You don't score until you score." And Mikey, you just swished that ball into the basket for 3 with a blindfold on. I wrote that one myself. I suppose marriage is like, I've been told, and I don't agree with it, but like a tense, unfunny version of Everybody Loves Raymond. Only it doesn't last 22 minutes, it lasts forever. But at least Eminem over here have each other. And trust me, I am thankful that my friend found Midge, because I know if I text Mike the same question 4 days in a row without a response, I could shoot a message to Marge and she'll respond within the next 10, 15 minutes. So, it's been helpful. It's been helpful for me. And I think, just as long as you give 110%, you get out there and you do what you do and you got it. So my advice to both of you is to just be excellent to each other. And may the force be with you. All right.
Margaret, you're one of the most genuine people I've ever known. You're kind and loving and care very deeply about people. And anyone loved by you should be grateful to have that kind of love. You're strong and independent, a helper and a healer, and I think that speaks volumes to how you were raised. We shared some amazing moments throughout our lives, on and off the sports fields, and those moments are some to this day that still make me smile or laugh just thinking about them. I'll cherish them always. Mike, the moment Margaret told me about you, I knew you were the one. The light that I saw in her whenever she spoke about you was one that I had never seen before, and I truly believe that you bring out the best in her. Thank you for loving my friend like you do. Thank you for supporting her, protecting her, encouraging her, and respecting her, and creating a home for and with her. The way that you take care of her speaks volumes to how you were raised. And while I just met your nephew yesterday, Margaret has shown me photos of you with him. Seeing the pictures and watching you with him yesterday, I know you will make an incredible father. And I already know Margaret will make an incredible mother.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today, and I welcome you in celebrating Mike and Margaret's special day. For those of you who don't know me, I am one of Margaret's 6 uncles, and today I think I'm one of her favorite ones. Considering this day has been 2 years in the making, I promised to Margaret that I would keep this short and sweet, so we can get on with this massively overdue celebration. I wanted to share with you a little bit about Mike and Margaret. I admittedly did not know a lot about their history, and so I interviewed them separately a couple weeks ago. So it begins. It was in 2017 when Mike received a text from his sister, Jeanette, affectionately known as Jay. And the text read, Mikey, what are you doing on Saturday? To which Mike responded, oh, I'm doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Jay immediately responded, you're not doing that anymore. I'm setting you up on a blind date with a girl that I work with. Jay described her brother as a good guy. A really good guy with a great job. Margaret shot the proverbial first arrow. She friended Mike on Facebook. Is there really such a thing as a blind date in today's world of social media? Although Mike wanted to go old school, as he put it, he couldn't help himself. He wanted to know what he was getting himself into. So before he did that, what did he do? He looked Margaret up on Facebook. Anyone who's spent time with Margaret knows that she lives life to the fullest. She loves to travel, check out unfamiliar places, and she's always on the go. Mike quickly realized that she was more of an extrovert to his introvert. But it's kind of like being on a roller coaster for the first time, and there was a keen sense of excitement. And Margaret's friend request was accepted. So it was in February. It was set for their first date, and ironically, it fell on Valentine's Day. Margaret thought that was a little weird and corny, so she postponed it for the following Saturday. Needless to say, that first date was smashing. It was a smashing success. When I asked Mike about what his first impression of Margaret was, he didn't hesitate. He said she was beautiful, and she had a presence about her that says, I am here. During the course of speaking to Mike and Margaret, I noticed rather quickly the similarities and admirations and praises that they have for each other. They both complimented each other and said they both have big hearts. Margaret complimented Mike by saying that he would do anything for anyone, and he has a tough time saying no. Mike's gonna love doing the dishes. He already does, yeah. Mike praised Margaret for her enthusiastic sense of humor, and although having a tough exterior, she has a wonderfully nurturing interior. But most important of all, they are both huge sports fans. And I wanted to conclude this by sharing with you the first person that said, I love you. They were attending a Chicago Bears playoff game on a warm January 20-degree day. The Bears were probably losing, and Margaret asked Mike for a fine Midwest snack of a corn dog and a beer. Mike agreed, and he worked his way to the aisle. And Margaret said, hey, thanks, I love you. It stopped Mike in his tracks. Mike immediately returned to his seat, and he looked at Margaret, and he said, what did you say? And Margaret repeated, I love you. Mike told Margaret that he loved her, and he gave her a kiss that was worthy on being on the Jumbotron at Soldier Field. This is a true story of a modern American love story. And with that, if we could have the rings. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Mike? You can, absolutely. Do you, Mike, take Margaret to be your lawfully wedded wife, your constant friend, your faithful partner, and your love from this day forward? In the presence of God, our family, and friends, do you offer your solemn vow to be her faithful partner in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, and in life as well as in death? Do you promise to love her unconditionally, to honor and respect her, to laugh with her, and to cry with her?
I do.
Do you, Margaret? Yes, yes. Nice.
My hands are right.
Sorry, there we go.
Do you, Margaret, take Mike to be your lawfully wedded husband, your constant friend, your faithful partner, and your love from this day forward? In the presence of God, our family, and friends, do you offer your solemn vow to be his faithful partner in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, to love him unconditionally, to honor and respect him, to laugh with him and cry with him and cherish him.
I do.
I now pronounce you. Oh, the ring. It's got that ring.
It's okay. It's okay.
I would have done the same thing, Joey.
That threw me off.
I don't see engagement ring. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, you're confused too.
By the power vested in me through the state of California, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and may kiss your bride.
I'm honored to have been asked to speak to you today, and I'd like to personally welcome every one of you and thank you for coming. I'd also like to give a special thanks to my parents, Ed and Karen Curzon, who went above and beyond in making this a beautiful event. So cheers to Ed and Karen. I want to start by talking a little bit about Margaret. She's always been such a supportive and generous sibling to me. She was protective and doting from the beginning. That much is clear from the old home videos we have. And you know, she still tries to help me open my presents on Christmas. I have to explain that after 33 years, I've got it figured out. And she has blossomed into a strong and independent woman, a phenomenal athlete, a loyal friend, and a caring daughter, granddaughter, and sister. She is loved by so many, and I'm so happy she found a life partner in Mike. And so on to Mike. Mike is such a conscientious and kind person. Ever since I met Mike, I often think, how can I be more like Mike? He has qualities that every man should aspire to possess. One of his best qualities, patience, has been tested time and time again. Watching Notre Dame football games with the Curzon family. Between the yelling, the swearing, and Ed moping on the couch, Mike has been strong through it all. And so it is so clear that Margaret and Mike are best friends and have so much fun together. I'm comforted to know Margaret has you by her side, Mike. Welcome to the family, and I am so happy to call you my brother-in-law. Margaret, I love you so much. I'm so happy for you. And just so you know, I've always thought Uncle Eddie has a real nice ring to it. Cheers to the new couple.
together. And I